The most common one is the silos that we've built up organizationally across people, processes, and data within banks. So an interaction with a customer may traverse multiple departments, multiple processes, and multiple sources of data. And that just makes it incredibly difficult to drive a cohesive customer experience, right? Right from, the manual, efforts that may be involved to data being stored in multiple systems of record, duplication, redundancy, not knowing what is the most authoritative piece of data about a customer, to be really comfortable sharing that back with a customer, either in a self-service way or through some sort of channel. So I think that's definitely number one. It's a tough nut to crack, and it's one that we've experienced a lot in the industry. The second one that's actually more of a side effect challenge, but it's an interesting one because we've now become, in the fintech partnership space, we've become very mature as an industry. Banks have embraced fintech partnerships to deliver expanded offerings where they couldn't necessarily, fire up a particular offering, or it didn't make sense for them to do that, but it made sense for them to partner with a fintech. However, as a side effect, the experiences have become disjointed, right? So you may have a partner that's delivering an accounts receivable capability or a billing capability to your customer. Are they doing it on brand? Do you have visibility into what they're doing? And can you present a united front to your customer? Unfortunately, more often than not, the answer is no. But the service is there. So you are getting AR and you are getting billing capabilities from this bank. It's just being provided by, X fintech firm. So bringing that complex ecosystem together is, one of the other challenges, which is not an easy one to solve. And I mentioned there that, that drives a visibility challenge into banks when they're providing their services to both, internal teams that need to respond to customers' inquiries, as well as just, driving full control to be able to solve customer experience problems. It could be a servicing issue, it could be an onboarding issue. Visibility is a big challenge. The other two that I kind of think about are around making sure that you have the right information at hand to be able to solve a problem for a customer, or even have the problem solved by the customer themselves, just being able to grant them the information to be able to do that themselves. Because who wants to pick up the phone? Who wants to fire up an email and wait until somebody responds to an email? I'd much rather help myself if I can. And so that knowledge is really, really difficult to acquire. And there's been, multiple attempts at, solving knowledge and contextual knowledge to customers and to customer-facing roles. And I think this is a really good inflection point where, now we've started to think about customer journeys. We understand where customers could be on their journey. We have context around what they're doing in terms of the interactions that they're having. So we can be very surgical about what knowledge we deliver and what articles or policies and procedures we deliver to the person who's going to solve a problem for a customer, or even the customer themselves. And then you've got the challenges that hamper us all in the banking industry. The legacy system burden that we continue to endure. Some of the hard-coded systems that exist, some of the obsolete platforms that are not very versatile, and unfortunately, we're not in a position in an industry, I don't think anybody is, where you can just blindly fund modernization efforts without ROI, right? So, replacing a system is no longer a program of work. There has to be a set of ROI around it. The ROI could be around improvement of customer experience. It could be satisfaction. It could be operating expense. It could be new products and services to drive customer retention. And by virtue of that, you would go and modernize the technology platforms that live beneath it.